Hi everyone, welcome back to Ginatopia and Throwback Thursday. Today on Throwback Thursday, we are going to be using the Winky Lux, I guess I need to turn it right, the Winky Lux Kitten palette. I just adore this palette. You can purchase this off of the Winky Lux website, or you can also purchase this on HSN, and they normally have easy pays going on, or flex pays, whatever they call it, and you can get it really for easy monthly payments. So let's just get started with the Winky Lux palette. Let me get the camera pulled just a little bit closer so you can see what I've got going on. Sorry for all this mess that's going on with my skin right now, but I don't know what is going on with it, but it just looks terrible. But let's get an eye primer going on here. Today I'm going to be using the Ulta Beauty Eye Primer. This is a nice primer. I normally use my Avon primer, but I am currently out of that, and I have some on order. My Avon lady needs to drop off my delivery. I'm going to beat Harley. Going to beat that girl. But anyway, let's just get my eye primer on my eyes. This is a nice eye primer. I used this on my friend Marsha the other day, who has a really deep skin tone, and it still worked on her. So this is a universal type eye primer. I did recommend the Avon to her because Avon does come in a deep shade, or at least the old one did. I think I got both of those on that one eye. So but I told her she would just have to try primers till she found one that she liked, but these were two that I did recommend to her. And I did her makeup for her, and she looked so beautiful. So Marsha, if you're watching, hi sweetie. So now I'm going to go into my Winky Lux palette, and I just love this. Look at all the little kittens on it. And this actually has one of my favorite shades of all time, which is Strut up here in the corner. The color names are actually on the back of the palette instead of on the inside. So I'm going to take just any type of brush. I'm going to go into the center shade on the top, which I can't read because I don't have my glasses on. But I'm just going to go into that, and I'm going to set my eyeshadow primer all over. And you know, I basically do 2 or 3 looks. One of them is my favorite, with just the light right here in the corner, because that's a universal good look for just about everyone. And then I love the halo look. Those are my 2 favorite looks. And Miss Bella has made her appearance. Yeah, Miss Bells has made her appearance. Say hi, everyone. Say Miss Bells is in the room. Miss Bells is in the room. Let me move her mirror, baby, and you can hop up there. Oh, goodness, cat hair. I recently picked up the Revolution Dark Rain palette, if you all would like to see what that looks like in a tutorial on that palette. That is an interesting palette. I hadn't seen that. I know they released it last year for Halloween, but I didn't get it. I just happened to be over in Pikeville a few weeks ago. We took Mother over to her favorite Chinese restaurant, which is the Peking. Oh, that is the best place. They have so good. Got cat hair on me now that Bella's been in my lap. And no, you just had a whole bunch. And stopped off at Ulta because I needed to swap out an eyeshadow single that I had duplicates of. And I had got it buy one get one half. Well, they wouldn't let me swap it even. I had to pay the difference, which I thought was ridiculous because I was just swapping one color for another color. But they wouldn't let me swap it even, which kind of irritated me a little bit, because it wasn't like I was swapping an Ulta eyeshadow for a Urban Decay eyeshadow. It was kind of irritating, but like my husband said, you've already got one and you're not going to be using that one, so get something you want. So I did. Okay, now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into Strut. Love that color. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to go above my crease because I have hooded eyes. I'm going to look down, and I'm going to go above that crease and into that crease. Above and in with that Strut color. It is so, so pretty. I'm just using 3 colors out of the palette today. I'm doing a very simple eye look. Just blending that using the windshield wiper motion. Then I'm using little circular motions also. Just wanting this blended really well. Get my hair out of the way. Yeah, this palette has a little fallout, but I don't know what eyeshadow nowadays really doesn't have fallout. I think this is a really good palette for $25. We got this in one of our Boxy Charm boxes several months back, and I really fell in love with it. I didn't try it for a while. I just basically kept it for the packaging, and then I saw a look that a girl had done with it on YouTube, and I fell in love with it. Then she used one of those holographic shades in here, this pink right here, which has a gray shift to it, and I thought, man, that is beautiful. So I got it out and played with it. The gold in this is absolutely beautiful. Get off Mommy's palette. Get your little dirty paws off my palette. And loved it. So I got it out and started playing with it and decided, yeah, I need that palette. If you hear something over there, that's Bella scratching on Baby Bear's cardboard. Hey, Baby Bear. Hey, Baby Bear. She was hunting for Mommy. So you can see a little bit of the powder fall off. That's the reason I always tap it off. That way I don't have a lot of fallout on my face. But that's one reason I don't do my makeup until after I do my foundation. After I do my eyeshadow, because I'm just a messy eyeshadow applier. Marsha was asking me about that the other day, because she has deep skin tone, and she was asking me, I guess because she gets a lot of eyeshadow fallout. I said, oh, Marsha, I never apply my eyeshadow until after I do, my foundation until after I do my eyeshadow, because it would be a wreck, especially when I'm using dark colors like out of the Subculture palette or any of the chocolate bar palettes or anything, because I am just a wreck with eyeshadow. But I just love this strut color. I think it is beautiful. You could even apply this all over your eyelid if you wanted to. This is so pretty. In fact, I think I'm going to bring this down about about a half of the way on my lid. I just love that color. I get to talking and forgetting what I'm doing. Watching the cats over there. Bear is such a good cat. Got to figure it out this morning. She's actually a year older than Bella. She's 8. Bella's 7. You know, I lost my Spatsy the 1st of September. And the house has just not been the same without that girl. You know, they become so much a part of your family. I know you all never saw her on screen. It's because Bella tortured her to death. But that was Mike's favorite cat. He loved her. They would tussle, as he called it. He would let that cat play with him till she drew blood and never get mad at her. He loved her so much. Now I'm going in with a denser brush like this. Bella, honey. Oh, she wants to be in the middle of Mommy's stuff. Get up, get up, get up, get up. And then I'm going into the center shade on the bottom, which is a beautiful burgundy shade. And if you've got the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, you could easily do this look. But I just wanted to show a more affordable palette and use this Winky Lux palette just in case y'all had this in your collection. On a Throwback Thursday, I just thought this would be a really cute palette to use. And then I'm going in the corner of my eye and just kind of tapping this in. Now I'll build this up as much as I want or leave it as light as I want. That's what I like about some of these palettes that don't have quite as much pigmentation as the other palettes. is you can build them up as much as you want, because I don't always like something bang in your face. I like something kind of softer for work. We work in a very casual office. Now, when I worked in the corporate world, you know, every day, pantyhose, dress, high heels, full face makeup, hair always done without a hair out of place. But the office I work in now, Bella, get off. The office I work in now is much more relaxed. So, I don't always like something so out in your face. And you can see I am getting a little color drop off right there, or, you know, fall out. So, that's the reason I don't like to put my foundation on before I put my eyeshadow on. That way I can easily clean up my mess. Now I'm bringing this over in my crease. And I work until I get the color intensity that I want. And this is as dark as I want. Now you can keep building up to get the color intensity that you want, but this is as far as I want to go for work today. So now I'm coming over here and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just tapping this on to deposit the color. Do not stalk the bear. Do not stalk the bear. She's sitting right here just intensely watching the bear over there. Bear, don't let her intimidate you, baby. Bear would probably come up here and be on camera if it wasn't for the beast here. The beastie baby. Yeah, the beastie baby. Bella comes and gets in bed with me at night and gets underneath the covers. Mike didn't know it for a long time. And he got up one morning, he said, "Oh, what are you doing over there?" I said, "I'm talking to my Bella and playing with Bella. She's under the cover with me." He didn't know that she did that. You know, they just are precious. Okay, now I'm going to put my favorite of the month mascara on. This is my Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme. I have been using this mascara for several years, and I just keep going back to this because this is a beautiful mascara. Gives nice lashes. I don't use a waterproof mascara. That's something else I have been asked. I do not use a waterproof mascara. Maybe I should, where I use eye drops 3 times a day, but I don't. I think it takes too much to get it off your eyes, and I don't like rubbing my eyes that hard. I know waterproof mascaras in the past, I would lose a lot of lashes. And for me, there are so many cons versus the pros for me that I just don't use waterproof mascara. Now, if that's what you like, you go for it. But it's just not a mascara for me. I used it back in the day when I went to the pool and stuff like that, but not nowadays. Well, I didn't do too bad. I only have a little bit of touch-up to do, so we'll let that dry. I've already got moisturizer on my face, but I do need to do a little bit of cleanup where I did have some fallout on my face. So let me grab a wet wipe here and do a little bit of cleanup. Yeah, I always seem to have to do a little bit of cleanup. Don't we, baby? Don't we, baby? Then I go in with my Juice Beauty under eye cream. Put that under my eyes. There we grab a primer over here. Let's see. I'm trying to finish up this professional primer. We all know that's my favorite primer, even though that Cover FX is really, I'm really loving on that too. So I may have to have a primer off. See which one I like the best. Well, I got some dark circles under my eyes this morning. I don't know what was going on with me last night. But this works really good to help hold your foundation on, especially in those areas where my allergies are going on and I'm rubbing my nose a lot. Feels those pores on your chin, on your cheeks, on your nose. I'm just kind of pressing that in. Now is the time I let that set for a minute. I'll go back in with my second coat of mascara. And touch up my eyeshadow if I have to touch it up, which y'all know I always have to do. I don't know why I cannot put mascara on without touching my eyelid, but it just seems to happen that way. Now if I wanted to, I could put gold right there, and that gold in this palette is beautiful. And I do that quite often. If I'm going out in the evening, I will use the gold in my palette and put it right here, which makes a beautiful look. May have to do that today if I can't get that to cover up. But Mother did a craft show this weekend, and I helped her with the craft show. I actually missed my 40th high school reunion because I was helping her, but I graduated a year early, so I will go to my second 40th high school reunion next year. But I'm going to get my sister or somebody to help her next year because I really want to go to that one. I had so much a better time at my 30th class reunion with that group of people than I did the other group of people. Anyway, now let's go. Let's pick a foundation this morning. Let's go into the Revlon 24-Hour Color Stay. I'm kind of tired of trying out makeup, but I do need to do that Marc Jacobs for Try It Tuesday because I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because I had it on the other day. I came home. I was exhausted. I thought, well, I'll just lay across the bed for a few minutes and then I will get up and do that video. Well, I was exhausted, fell asleep, and didn't want to do it because I felt like I wasn't giving it a good shot with the maybe a pillow smear or something on my face. So I didn't do it, but I need to film that video on that. So now I'm using my Wonder Blender. So I didn't get that done for Try It Tuesday, so I've got to get that finished up and tell you my thoughts on that Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. But I got to pick this up in a lighter shade for this winter, fall and winter, because this is just a little bit too dark. So everything I've got right now is a little bit too dark, so I've got to go on a foundation buying excursion. But I was just trying to use some stuff I had. I hate to keep foundations too long because I feel like they go rancid. I really don't like to keep them more than 6 months. But I do have a couple more that I want to try out. I had given several to my niece Sarah when she was here. Shades that were too light for me. But I should have kept them until I did reviews on them for you. I had tested them and then I forgot that I hadn't done reviews on them yet. till after I had given them to her. So I may have to repurchase them in a different shade. I really do like this Revlon 24 Hour Color Stay. You know, I try their foundations that I like, but I just keep going back to this. It's tried and true. I don't know if I've got a bruise right there or what, but that right there wouldn't come off when I use the makeup remover. Or what? No, it's my skin puckering when I'm moving my eye. I'm having a moment with my skin or something. I'm not sure what that is. I still got cat hair on my face. That Bella. She's like a fog. Hair fogging everywhere she goes. My poor little Chelsea was like that. She was like a fog, baby. Bless her little heart, she couldn't help it. Now I'm going in with my Color Wind, or Color Rewind by Maybelline in the shade Fair. I also like the Kokie concealer. It's a good concealer. I just personally like stuff I can get my hands on quickly instead of having to place an order so much. And since we don't have an Ulta Beauty or a Sephora right here, I only have access to CVS, a Rite Aid, which is the next town over, and a Walmart handily. So I don't have access to a whole lot of makeup. So I really like to use things I can get my hands on easily. Which limits me sometimes. What I can show you that is easy for me to get my hands on. And now I'm going to go into my Bare Minerals. Plus I have a Peoples and a Belt, but for some reason, I never go into Belt. I don't know what it is about that store, but I never go into there. My friend Pam, she goes in there all the time, and she's like, why don't you go to Belt? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to go into this Bare Minerals, and I'm just going to set that very, very lightly, because aging women do not need powders on their face. I keep telling people this, and they're like, why? I say, because it sets in your pores, and it ages you. You don't need it, you don't need it, you don't need it. Hop up there, hop up there. Then I'm going to go back into my palette. I am taking, let me pick up a little plastic thing. Bella knocked it off. Her and that tail, it's like a broom. If she would use it to clean the house, that would be great. It would be great if they would use it to clean house. I'm going back into that burgundy shade, and I'm going underneath my eye. Don't knock my brushes off, Bells. Honey, Mama just said, leave my brushes alone, but do you know? Y'all want a Bells? Anybody want a Bells out there? I'm running that underneath my eye. Like I said, this is just an everyday look. I'm not going extreme. I know these earrings look extreme. I put these on for the video, and then I thought, I won't wear those to work. I'm just going to do something not so extreme, so I have to change earrings. And then I'm going to go underneath the other eye. I still got a hair somewhere. It's a bit back eyelash. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. Look for it. And then underneath the other eye. I thought I felt it. You know how you get a hair there and you can't find it? How annoying it is? I cut my bangs this morning, so something may have fallen. And then I'm going to go into Strut, and I'm just going to blend that out with Strut. Hear my stomach growling. Got to eat breakfast. Then I take my Estee Lauder mascara one more time and go on the lower lashes real gently. Felt that hair that time. Right there it is. It's attached. Now I'm going to go in with, let's see, what bronzer do I want today? Let's go in with the Park Avenue Princess. I want something very, very light. Use my little Bobby Brown brush that my friend Courtney sent me. I'm just giving myself a little contour with this. Down underneath my cheeks. Under my chin, I can't even talk. Jawline. This is so pretty. Now for the blush I'm going to use today. Let's see, what blush am I going to use? Oh goodness. What blush do we want to use? I'm going to use from my Tarte. I'm going to use the one that is called Breathtaking right here. Sitting right here. Bells, you want some blush? I didn't do a full-on contour or anything because I'm going to work and I'm not going to worry about a full-on contour for work. Just something simple for work. What's blocking my path of putting that back? Now I'm going to spray my face with my Tarte setting spray. This is the Ready Set Radiant. The only thing I don't like about this is I do not like how this smells. It smells like a bad vegetable or something. I don't like how that smells. Now I'm going into my lipstick, and I'm going to use Milani 20, which is Uptown Mauve. Put my glasses on here. Yeah, I don't like how that smells. Dilly bells. My pocketbook. This is my eye look using the Winky Lux eyeshadow palette. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and a share. If you like my channel, please subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. My shirts are coming off over there. And be sure to share the love, not the hate. And until the next Thursday when I decide what palette I will use then, this is the Winky Lux Kitten palette.